We've had some things go awry during this rainstorm. We've got this tent over here, you know, and it's been working out great. However, it pulled up some water, so now I've got that sort of up there so it doesn't pull. Ended up breaking a couple of the pieces. These pieces ended up breaking right here. Got it all staked down. I've got all these things tied off and everything, so I don't know how much longer that thing's gonna last, but we're gonna still use it as is and keep on moving forward, you know. Ideally, I would love to be able to stain inside of there and be able to get that all situated. But I do want to get in here somewhat situated to where we can actually work in here, you know. This spot right here is a fairly good spot. However, weight-wise and everything else, there is roughly about 12,000 pounds of siding out there. So I don't really want to put all that weight on the floors. Now, in here, I believe I have a long enough distance for this spot. That is 12 feet to where I can set it here. The joists are running this way, so it will be dispersed between all the joists. I'm not putting, like I said, that 12,000 pounds out here. If anything, I'm only gonna be working with a few bundles at a time, and not even the full bundle, just a little bit at a time. A lot of people are like, oh, why not just put it all in here? Your house isn't designed to locally hold 12,000 pounds in a span like this, you know, for long periods of time, or even just for a short amount of time. The basement block wall is close to about this point right here in the middle. So, yeah. I might be able to put quite a bit right here in this exact spot. However, I'm working with limited space. You really lose a lot of space when you start throwing in walls every which way and all that. You guys can do the math, but I'll do the math for you. 33 times 33 is 1,089 square feet with a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Okay, it's a very small cabin, tight spot, tight space. There isn't a whole lot of room to move and groove. Just to give you a ballpark idea, the house in Arizona was 33 by like 68. That is quite a bit more than what this square footage is right here, even with the included basement down below, because yes, we have a basement down there. In all retrospect, we're right around the same exact ballpark area, if not a little bit tinier than what the house was in Arizona. And there was a lot of dead space in the house that we had in Arizona. Whereas here, I feel like we're utilizing the full amount of space everywhere, okay? So, that all being said, I got a mess in here. And I gotta even just triple check. I'm gonna run the number real quick. I wanna say that this room right here is right about 12 feet wide. I don't even know if we can even put the wood in here. Before I go crazy, will I be able to? Will I? Okay. We're 13.1, so I'm gonna have literally a foot extra space this way. I don't think it would fit in the kitchen. No, it will not. It will not fit in the kitchen, however, if I went into that area right there. So, it's not as big as what it looks. That's where I'm getting to, you guys. There's been a lot of stuff in the process of building this house, and there's still some more pieces of like the ice and water shield, and we've got a lot of stuff everywhere. And then, you know, I've tried to utilize these rooms in a sense of like certain things, so I think I'm gonna try to organize it a little bit better to where we can continue to go. I gotta get this area cleaned up. I got a lot. There's a lot of everything everywhere. I think what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna start moving all of this stuff and stacking it over here in the stairwell area, because we're not gonna be messing with those stairs anytime soon. I really don't wanna cut out those stairs at all until I have this whole area insulated. If you don't know, we live in the basement. So yeah, cutting that out. I don't really want to be cooling that space and then having all that come straight up here and leak out everywhere, which just does not sound like a good idea to me. So I'm gonna try to hold off on that until the absolute last end, mainly that, as well as, you know, that down there is where our storage needs for our kitchen and our food and everything is. So I don't really want to misplace or mess around with all that just yet, because as soon as I get those stairs in, like I said, it will be insulated up here, and I'm hoping basically at the point of insulation over here, I can set up this situation area right here to where I can start bringing a lot of the food stuff up here, and then hopefully Mel can start having a kitchen that she can utilize. Maybe not, you know, when it's fully said and done, but she can at least start using that area while I'm finishing that whole area. It's in my mind, it's in my process of what I'm thinking about at least, but there's a lot. Anywho, we need to get this thing cleaned up. We need to get this thing rolling. I hope that part got you guys understanding a little bit on it. If you guys still don't understand it from there, I don't know what to tell you. We're not a build channel, first off. Just keep that in your mind. We're not a build channel, we're vlogging everything that we're doing day to day. And this is what we're doing today, so. Enjoy it, you guys. If not, we'll catch you on the next one, all right? Later. All right, let's clean this stuff up. Where do I start? There's so much to do.
Then I saw you move the target like a matador. Come on, I'm ready to go get it like a Labrador. Dog days done and I'm tired of the tug of war. Broke off the leash and I ain't going back no more. I've been better ever after like Barrymore. Hold up, let me reset. Living in the matrix, used to sequence. I cracked the code, popped out the subnet. Walk around like I found a 20, that's a dubstep. Living in the moment, did you notice that ain't up yet? You can put the pressure on me, I ain't dropping one sweat. Used to be stressed hard, beating like a drum set. Breathe, stretch, let it go. Everybody need a refresh, go.
Got this area fairly situated. I got all of this back here. This whole back wall is just completely packed. Got the Christmas tree in here. Got the last little bit of ornaments. I got this bathroom's, you know, fully open. This bathroom's fully open. We've got the big chargers and whatnot, which I got to move over to the other side. We've got all this that I got to situate and whatnot. So there's a couple of things in each room where it's like, okay, that's sort of like the hangout / like power room and everything else like that for right now. And then this is like the workstation area. So I'm going to clean up a lot of this stuff over here. Get everything picked up every which way. And then sort of organize each room into what it is of what I want it to be, basically. Mel did an awesome thing and went off to town, if you guys don't know that. And she got she got quite a bit of stuff situated and done, so check this stuff out.
After a week of rain and a lot of thoughtful consideration, I have decided to change the siding stain again. We decided that the Minwax is not going to be the best staining product for our needs. And I am actually headed into Fort Smith right now to go and test a few different colors of some of the all-in-one stain and sealer combo stains they have for sale. I'm going to see if I can get a stain color that is very similar to the color that I've already chosen, because we all like that one, right guys? Yeah. There's a couple different reasons on why I decided to change the product that we're using. Now, one of the reasons, the main honest reason, is because it should save me on some of my workload. As you guys know, it's been raining non-stop out here, and we only have like a limited amount of time to actually get the staining done. I'm gonna try to work underneath the tents this week. I'm gonna try to do whatever I possibly can in order to get some of this work done. But because of all the rain, it's really pushed us behind schedule. And with the Minwax product, you are gonna have to water seal it, which we planned on doing anyway. I just feel like if I get one of these all-in-ones, it's going to save me a lot of labor from, you know, having to do all of the staining and then having to do all of the sealing by hand, you know, which ultimately is going to save me time. So I got the board that we have already stained, and this is the color that we want. And then as you guys can see right here, Gary cut me off a bunch of pieces that I can now take inside and get stained to make sure that the color matches pretty much to what I already have decided on. So let's get these inside the good old Home Depot and see what they have available for us. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's grab us a cart here, kiddos. We need to go over to paint and stain. And I am going to see if I am able to stain my little sample boards to make sure that it's going to be the exact color that I'm looking for before I make such a big purchase and buy all of these buckets of stain. So let's go in here and let's see if they're willing to accommodate me. I've got probably somewhat of an unusual ask, but maybe not.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so my husband and I, we stained this board. This is our siding on our house.
Log cabin siding here.
Huh?
A log cabin siding?
Yep, log cabin siding. And so what we did is we cut up a bunch of pieces of extra.
You want to test color?
That's right.
Yee!
That's right.
So that piece, she wants to test.
So this is, I stained this with Minwax.
Okay.
And so my friends were telling me basically I should check out either Behr or maybe Sherwin-Williams, the stain. My biggest thing is I want it to be very similar to this color that I already have now. So that's why I brought some of the extra wood cutoffs, so that way we could see about, you know, maybe putting a streak or two on here before I buy some.
The cedar is not going to match that. The chocolate might come kind of close. We'll try the russet too. The russet looks like it might match.
Okay.
But like I said, we don't have a lot of stuff pre-mixed. As they do.
Yeah.
We'll try this too. We'll just open them all up.
Okay. All right, guys. So this one right here is the Padre Brown in the Behr Premium Waterproofing Stain and Sealer. And this young lady is going to go ahead and give us our demo here. Hey, that's pretty. It's definitely brown. That one actually looks pretty darn close. It actually is a little bit less of the red hue that's in this one. And I wasn't crazy about the red hue, to be honest with you. I wanted more of that brown color. So this one right here in the Padre brown looks really good so far. This one is russet. And this one I feel like is probably going to end up being a little bit more red, but let's give it a try.
Put it just right here.
Yeah, just anywhere on the board. That way I can just kind of stick it up to it, you know?
This is the one that I felt like was going to match. I'm going to probably do it on both sides. This is kind of wet, though.
Yeah, it's been raining nonstop at our place.
I don't like how wet that is. I'm going to put it over here, too.
Yeah, and I have more pieces of boards, too, that we could sample. I mean, that one looks really good, too. This one actually...
I'm going to put it on top of this. Above it.
Yeah, very close. I think you're right. This one is more of a closer match to this.
This has got the more red in it like that one does.
Yeah. But I might like the Padre a little bit better. This one is chocolate. And again, it's the Bear semi-transparent waterproof stain and sealer.
That one's kind of... I don't know if it's taking that one off. It's so wet.
Yeah, I have some other... Here, let me get some other boards, too. These are a little bit more dry. I tried.
No, you're doing your best. That one looks so subtle on there. That looks so much better than like... Ooh, yeah, this one.
Yeah, this is pretty subtle. And this bottom part is the Padre, and the top part was the russet?
Yes, and that's the chocolate.
I see.
That looks a lot more like that one.
See, but this one right here, guys, look at the rings in it. See how it's dark brown like this one has the dark brown?
Yeah.
I think I like this one, the Padre. Only because of the wood rings. Like, the wood rings stand out more of the brown on this, and I have a lot of the pieces of wood that I have some deep rings in it. And I'm afraid, and I would prefer not to go reddish anyway. So, do you guys have these in 5 gallons, or should I just pick up 5 single gallons?
It'd be the same price if you wanted to do the singles, or we could mix it. The thing is, though, is you can bring these back if you don't use them, but once we tint it, we can't return it.
Okay, so it's the same price just to get these?
Once you buy 5 of them, it's going
It
to
just
bring the
won't.
5 gallon price.
Okay, then I'm gonna get 5 gallons of the Padre. Thank you so much. Yay, success, friends. I was able to find the right color of the right stain, and we're gonna get it and get it on home. There was one other thing Gary wanted me to pick up here, so actually I'm about to video call him because he's obviously not with me, and I don't like shopping for stuff like this when it comes to tools and whatnot without him, so let's give him a call and see what he wants.
Please remove your card.
As she was out there, she picked me up a shop vac, and I'm super, super happy about it because there's a lot of stuff everywhere. Everywhere, okay? So I'm not gonna be too particular on, like, you know, sweeping up everything. I am gonna give it a nice little sweep around, but it'll be nice with that shop vac that I'll be able to actually get the corners really, really good. I'm pretty happy about it. We'll see how it goes. Those boxes are a lot heavier than they seem. My back is hurting, but I got her done. I am in a lot better spot than I was before. As you can see, everything is cleaned up. I did sweep and everything, so that's situated. I got my tapes and adhesive and whatnot over there. In here I got like quite a bit of scrap wood pieces. Then I come over here and I've got like all my hurricane straps and my other climbing rigging straps and all that fun stuff. And then I come over here to where all my nail gun stuff is, and the wall of tools and miscellaneous screws and randomness right there. So that makes it nice to where now Melanie can easily put some sawhorses down right here. She can stain right here. If she wanted to stain here and then stack over here somewhere, she can. Only downside is this is the way that it would fit perfectly. So yeah, and all the joists are running this way. So that would evenly disperse the weight. It's a lot of weight. Now, did come out here and clean up all the wood that I had standing right here. I ended up stacking it over there into a pile and all that. And then I still have quite a bit of my tools, and wouldn't you know it, there's my shop vac and there's all the stain. So this area right here, she could stain a couple of pieces in here if she absolutely wants to. It is long enough to where she could put the sawhorses in here. I can move my boxes for the roof and put that in Abe's room right there. And then she'll have plenty of space right here to where she can just move it right into this area and work. So I think that that's gonna probably be the better bet, because as soon as she's done with it, she'll be able to walk it over there and store it. If it was in the sense of like it's raining. Other than that, she can do a lot of it out here. As you can see, there's a lot of shade coming off from right here, as well as from the trees when the sun is setting over there. In the middle of the day, it is pretty sunny right here, but we have a little shade structure that we can put up, and she could do a lot of the staining right there. So she's got a lot of options, a lot of options, and that's my biggest thing and my biggest goal was to where, you know, she wanted to stain right here, she could. If she wanted to stay in the mudroom, she could. If she wanted to stain over here in the kitchen area, she could. She's got plenty and amplitude of space to be able to stain. So that is no more an issue. It's a lot cleaner in here. I can see what's going on a lot better, and a lot more well organized in here to be able to continue on with what I need to do. So anywho, I'm gonna hop on down. It's at that time. This took up a lot more time than I thought, and I feel like Mel, it took up more time with her than she thought as well. But that's life and how it goes, you guys. But yeah, it is that time. I've got to get down there, figure out what's for dinner. And I might be grilling, I might not be. I have no idea. We're gonna figure it out. But I'm really excited about that guy. That thing's gonna suck. Well, hopefully it sucks, right? Because that's the vacuum. Anywho, I'm getting delirious, you guys. I need to get on out of here. So until the next one, I hope you guys have a good one, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.